Me a favor as we're moving forward. We're going to talk about today's Friday highlights, the Amp Live Real Estate Show. I'm going to be your host today, Eric Paul. We're going to talk about coaching versus mentoring, the good, the bad, the ugly, and all the stuff that you don't know about or maybe do know about. I've heard, or spinning wheels and all that good stuff, and the shiny object syndrome. There's good in both, right? They're both good, but they do have the pros and cons, and we're going to go through that. And I'm going to, at the end, watch it all the way through the end and have something special for you. Yes, it is a promo that we got for August, right? For our 90-day coaching with interactive mentoring. We're going to do that for you. We're going to have pricing. We're going to chop off some pricing, and we're going to share that with you. There's going to be right there where you can scan that right there so you can register. Register just so we can be in touch and we can work together and get into the Facebook group. There's probably going to be some links down below. There'll be an Amp Live survey as well, for us to work together or come aboard our one-on-one mentoring program, or maybe it's the 90-day coaching or one of the challenges of some sort. Watch the videos all the way through, because I'm going to go ahead and drop some awesome, juicy golden nuggets today and pro tips. I'm going to go through some stories, the good and the bad, for just other things that are out there in the industry in regards to coaching and the business and real estate and syndications and all that good stuff. But we're going to keep it to coaching versus mentoring. We're going to talk about both of those mechanisms and how they work in any business, but this is for real estate, and for us, it's creative real estate investing. Wholesaling falls under that umbrella. Bird dogging does, seller finance, sub-2. It's almost like sub-2 versus seller financing, or they're two different things. Some people think sub-2 is just seller financing. It's not, right? Sub-2 is something totally different than actual seller financing. They're done differently. They're structured differently. The paperwork's different, right? And the same thing here with coaching and mentoring, right? So we're going to talk about that today. If you have any questions, definitely click the link down below. I'm going to go ahead and put this inside the actual event page, and it's going to be a link where you can go live. If you want to share your mug on here, let me find it first. Where the hell is it at? There it is. You're invited. 12 noon. I'm going to go over to the group real quick. I'm going to post it in the group and see if I can find it. So we'll share the page. Where is it at? There? Let me check. Is that it? No. Is it this one? There it is. Coaching versus mentoring. We'll share it. I'm going to go ahead and put that right up in there. We're going live. There it is live. Woo! All right, let's have some fun today. Today's Friday, so the weekend's here, so hopefully you're doing well. It's Rock and Roll Friday. It's Friday highlights, gearing up for the weekend. It's always an awesome time because people, one, if they're working, they're getting paid. Or two, they're rocking and rolling, talking to people, getting ready to do some deals over the weekend and all that good stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and post this in the discussion section. And it's just a simple link. Click that link. You'll be able to come aboard. We'll chit-chat, we'll talk, ask questions, ask away all the questions. Let me hear your awesome stories, your horror stories, and I'm going to share a little bit of both on the coaching and mentoring side of what that's all about. I'm going to go ahead and go here as well. Let me hit the other one. On the page, boom. Let me hit the other page. I'll put this in the groups as well. So I can probably do that now since I've posted it. Just a little bit of marketing here, if you don't mind. Watch the video all the way through. But we're going to talk about some awesome, juicy nuggets. Okay, there we go. Live right now. Beautiful. I'm going to post it here for this event, and then I'm going to post it here. Probably can't see this, but it's okay. Shared in the group. So make sure you join that Facebook group. It's the Amp Live, the Art of the Deal, Creative Real Estate Investing, and AKA Sub-2 group. Okay, because they're talking a lot about Sub-2. All right, so Sub-2 is subject to existing financing, all that good stuff, seller financing, options, memorandum of options, memorandum of sale, all that good stuff. I'm talking about our funnels, how all that stuff works. This is, where do we go? Right there. Okay, cool. 12 noon. So let's rock it. Let's see what we got here. Share this tab instead. I'm going to go ahead and share that. Should be there. Let me go ahead and close that out. All right. So go ahead and go there, register for free, and stay in touch. You want to go to the Facebook group, you can go there and register. I'll leave that on for a little bit. Register for the Facebook group. Go ahead and check that out. And then we're going to have another one. These will be popping up little by little in regards to registering for the one-on-one mentoring, the 90-day coaching program, all that good stuff, right? And there is a difference. So let's go ahead and just start off. We have the difference between coaching and mentoring. First and foremost, they're both good, but only good to a point. So it depends on where you're at in your career. Let's start off with, say, when I got started, or anybody got started, or anybody gets started. You're going to start researching. You're going to start searching for stuff. You're going to start watching YouTube University and TikTok and all that good stuff. Then you start doing a little bit of due diligence. You're going to go, how do I do this? Do I have to have money? Do I have to have credit? Do I have to build have to get an LLC and set up my structure correctly? Now, yes and no, okay? You do want to get prepared for those things, right? Because it's like anything else. If you're going to buy a franchise, you're going to buy a business, you have to do the numbers, see what it's going to be for you. What is it going to cost? But a lot of people can do the due diligence part to the point where they talk themselves out of doing the actual business, right? So long as you have, I learned this from a mentor a long time ago because I used to have, I got to have all my ducks in a row. I got to have them all. I got to have everything perfect. Okay, that was me last cycle. This cycle a little bit different, saying, okay, look, I get it, right? You don't have to have all your ducks in a row, but let's have some ducks in a row. And then we start putting all those ducks together because you're never going to have all your ducks in a row. It just never happens, right? I learned that. Also with partnerships, right? Partnerships will grow and grow, and then shit happens, right? It's like a marriage. If you get to live together forever, awesome. But in a business, 9 times out of 10, not really, right? Partners will go and stray and take off, and that's why it's good right now. Everybody's doing JVs, joint venturing. People are trying to figure out. That's why a lot of people are doing joint ventures, right? Because they figure hey, I'm not good at talking to sellers, or I'm not good at writing offers, or I'm so burned out and just trying to figure out the ARV and all these numbers and due diligence. Well, if you frame it that way, it's like anything else. If you frame it and you think of shit, then all you're going to get is shit. So it's going to feel like shit, right? If you frame it like, oh, this is awesome. I love it every time I look at a property. All I see is money and gold and solutions and helping sellers and things of that nature. Oh, it's better than picking up a hammer and maybe you're a contractor, or it's better than maybe you're a cashier, doing this all day and getting carpal tunnel, right, at the grocery store for working there for 20 or 30 years, right? Or maybe you're in a factory or something like that, right? And maybe you're a CNC person, or you're a factory worker and doing, running parts every day. It's old and mundane and you're sick of it, right? If you frame it, anything can be framed to a point to where it's like you'll love it, right? It's like in some of the books, Think and Grow Rich, right? I don't know what story it was, but it comes across my mind right now, so I'm going to share it with you. Where there was a gentleman who was in prison, it was horrible, and he literally, the only way he survived, he said, right, was by writing, write, putting on writing stories, poetry, all kinds of stuff, and then visualizing things of the outside world and what he appreciated inside a prison, to get past all the ugly shit and all the stuff that was going on and getting beat up and fighting and all the craziness in being in a prison, right? So he eventually got out. And when he got out, started writing again, started telling his stories, appreciated life. And he became a writer and author and all that good stuff, right? So it's just about how you frame things. Can you imagine being in prison? You're going to frame it. You're to the point where you're going to go, I can't handle this. You're going to die, or you're going to get killed, or it's going to be the worst in the world. Or you change it right here in your brain, right? Can you tell yourself? I mean, they do it. It's MK Ultra, right? The government's doing it. They've done it forever. All the countries and stuff, right? We know that this brain can be what? Can be reprogrammed. Reprogramming your brain, and it's hard. If you're trying to do it yourself, it is pretty tough. If you're working with somebody and you got someone pushing you and working with you, helping you reframe and reprogram, it's easier if you're willing to move forward and take action and follow directions and be coachable, and then frame it in a way where you can accomplish and see results. It's when you don't, when people get frustrated, and that's where coaching is, right? Think of it as coaching. You're going to get started. You're going to join. You're going to pay for the coaching. It could be $3,000 for videos and PDFs and email support. It could be $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 or $8,000, right? For the same thing, videos, PDFs, live Zoom calls that go on forever and you ask questions and you don't get your questions answered, or maybe you do. Facebook groups, I get it, man. Community, guys and gals, it's cool, it's awesome in the beginning until you decide to say, I gotta get in my lane to build my business, right? Not in their lanes. I get in, and that's true. I'm a true believer of becoming an awesome follower and then becoming a great leader over time, right? But at the same token, if you're in the mix and what you don't know is you don't know, and you're in a Facebook group with the blind leading the blind, or the top 10, 15% are the ones that rock, right? And everybody else is pretty much a bird dog inside there. You get some deals done. Maybe you do, maybe you don't, maybe you will, but you're never going to learn the mechanics. You're going to have to figure that stuff out on your own, right? What is the magic? And here's another prime example, right? Verticals. I call them verticals, right? When you're doing the coaching stuff, they're going to share with that. Hey, how you can, some programs are hot and heavy on lead generation. You need leads or you're dead in water. So they help you with that, help you with the apparatus, help you set up CRMs and things of that nature. Or they're going to be, you know what? No, go for the free stuff, elbow grease, surf for deals, drive for dollars, door knock. Go talk to agents and have them, do the work. It's still work. You still have to have rebuttals. You still have to interview them. You still have to qualify them. And you still got to go through that process, right? And a lot of people go through the process where they're kind of like, think of it this way. They're driving a car and there's just people on the side throwing shit in the street, throwing shit on the racetrack, and you got to dodge it and move and try to avoid it. And sometimes, boom, you hit it. And then you got to get back on the road because it's like, hey, in a video game, you get 4 or 5, right? And you're not instantly dead on the first one, so you get to try again. Boom. How many times can you get up, get knocked down, get up, get knocked down, get up, and get knocked down? If you have tenacity, you're going to be fine in this business, okay? It is cyclical, so it goes up and down. You do have to have consistency. We believe in quality over quantity. Other people believe in quantity over quality. So you got the spaghetti at the wall shit, and then you got the art of the deal. You got the quality. That's where we live, in the quality world. And we still now, because of technology, we can take care of the quantity with automation and systems, right? Where I'm going with that is coaching, you can watch 20,000 videos, read PDFs with thousands of words and pages, and try to execute, spend a lot of time watching videos and a lot of time, on Zoom calls, and hopefully it works out. You'll get so far, but you're going to hit a brick wall. And coaching only take you so far, because then you have to execute, make things happen. And then even then you're still going to fail forward. My goal is with the mentor's already failed forward, right? They know what you don't know. And they're going to lead you in a direction to success if you follow the directions and you're coachable. Here's a prime example. Okay, so you jump on a coaching program. Here's the gentleman that I spoke with, and he was a veteran. He spent about $15,000, $20,000 on a coaching program, right? That means do it yourself, right? There's no done for you. So there's a thing in the internet marketing world called do it yourself, right? DIY. Done with you, DWI, right? And then done with you and done for you. And then there's a carte blanche, done for you type program, right? Where they guarantee a bunch of stuff and help you with your business and all that good stuff. We are a done with you and done for you type program, okay? For the one-on-one mentoring. Our coaching program, 90-day coaching with one-on-one mentoring and interactive mentoring, right? It's a little bit of do it yourself and some done with you, right? Only the ones that rise to the top and the cream rises to the top and they're rocking, then we will do the coaching stuff for the tire kickers, and they want to learn something new and I want to test this out and try that out. Lead you to water, but you may not drink that water because you're like, I don't know. I'm not sure. Should I drink it? What does it cost? What kind of water is it? Where's it from? 20,000 questions. I get it, right? I'm like that. I'll ask those questions as well. And then as you move forward into coaching, right? You're going to move forward and watch the videos, try to do some deals. You either will do some deals or you won't do some deals, or you spin your wheels for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 months or even a year, right? I've talked to several potential mentees that have spent a year just spinning their wheels, right? 8 months spinning the wheels. 2 years. Some people have been studying for 5 years, right? story that I had with an awesome guy in Vegas. He's like, yeah, I got a friend who's been studying for 12 years. 12 years. That's a what is that's a dozen, right? That's a dozen freaking years. That's over a decade. It's like, what's the problem? Hasn't done a deal yet, right? Problem is either, it's a serial trainer. Like people go to college for all kinds of shit, right? I got 3 PhDs and this and that, and I got a degree in this and a license for that. They just go to school, go to school, go to school, go to school, don't do shit. I get it. Then there's others that are going to school, but they're just missing those elements, the missing pieces, the action components, because they're a little afraid. Do I do this? I don't want to fail. I want to do it right. I want to have all my ducks in a row, kind of like when I got started. Or anything that I do in life, I want to have all my ducks in a row. So I learned, you know what? You don't have to have all your ducks in a row. Now, if you're going to deliver a product, you better have all your ducks in a row. You better task, research, and develop. Make sure that shit is good. And it works. Because you can't be able to sleep at night. Don't be like China and just, rip shit off and then go try to sell it and go, man, that was shit. Junk. Right? We don't sell junk. Right? God don't make junk. So America doesn't make junk. So that's what this is. Americans helping Americans, and Amp Live, the American Mentee program, is made in America. I am made in America. I'm a 4th generation American, right? The United States of America. I love this country. Wouldn't want to be anywhere else. Wouldn't want to leave it. And I guess I can even say that in a positive way. And anybody can probably spin it in negative. Well, have you ever been to the UK? Have you ever been to Paris? Have you ever been to Russia? It's beautiful out there. Awesome. Go for it. Maybe, maybe not. If I'm going to die and I want to go out there and maybe check something out, or who knows, right? I want to go to London and, American Werewolf and London action and see some castles and shit. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not at that age, right? It's kind of like living in the Midwest, and you live in the East Coast and West Coast, but then you go to the Midwest because you want to what? You want to hunt, you want to fish, you want to be part of nature and all that good stuff. Say, man, we can drive 30 miles. We got nature. You drive 30 miles that way. We got the beach, right? Stay right here in this beautiful land. So, it is what it is. Just depends on where you're at and what you like. But coaching can hit a brick wall. When you hit a brick wall, then you got to go, man, what do I do? What do I do? A lot of them pivot and start going, maybe I got to learn sub 2. Maybe I got to learn creative real estate investing. Maybe, this business is not for me. Or no, I'm not going to quit. I have to keep going. I made a commitment. Awesome. I commend you for that. I'm not gonna lie. So many people I talk to, 8 months, a year and a half, 2 years. I'm like, man, definitely love your tenacity. I want to work with you. Why? Because I know if you went through all that time and you're still trying to figure things out and you're still rocking and rolling, as long as you're coachable, you can follow directions, right? Punch your way out of a paper bag, which obviously you can if you've been going that long, and take action. I guarantee you're going to get results. Then we're going to talk about those results. And when we talk about those results, that's where the magic works, right? That's what happened when I had mentors. I ask questions after the fact. And you're going to get your aha moments on the first round, second round, third round, and go, now I understand why we need to do these things to get this outcome. Everything's cause and effect. If we do this, to do this, to do this, to get this outcome. We get the lead. We start the lead. We turn it into an appointment. We move it to an appointment, to an offer, to a deal, to a close of escrow, or COE. That's where everybody wants to make their money, right? So that's what needs to happen. But the coaching sometimes gets stuck, right? So because you're boggled down with a bunch of videos and PDFs and all that good stuff. And when you do, you got to move to the mentoring side. You're going, look, maybe I'm going to do this. Maybe I'm going to do commercial. Maybe I'm going to be maybe I'm going to do options instead, or maybe I'm going to do novations, or maybe I'm going to do sub 2 or seller finance, or I'm going to do buy and hold. I'm going to fix and flip. It's tiring, right? The bottom line is everybody starts off using the bird dog, then they go to a wholesaler, then we go to fix, flip, buy, hold, and then commercial property. Some people just want to skip all that and just go straight to commercial, which is fine. Straight to whatever, that's you can do it any way you like. Just as long as you have the commitment and you put in the time and the knowledge. And you move forward, right? Now, coaching and mentoring are two different things. Coaching is just that apparatus. Videos, you're not going to get trained by the person putting out the program. You're going to watch their videos and other people's videos and be with other people, either the blind leading the blind, or try to be part of a community. You go, oh, yeah, I'm going to try to find me a partner and this and that. That's cool. But if the partner is new like you, then isn't that like the blind leading the blind? And then you're going to train together? So a lot of people don't want to do that, but there are others that want to do that. I get it. You got your rock and rollers, and then you got your nerds, right? And it's like I always say, man, like the nerds have the backpacks and the rock and rollers. Well, we just rock and get shit done, right? But the nerds are awesome too. And the rock and rollers, you put them together. It's yin and yang. So that's always good, Mitch. Put two nerds together and just going to spin their wheels. Put two rock and rollers together, just going to, bump heads, boom, 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 go back and forth, right? That's like your sales personality. You got your D's, your high salespeople. And then you got your others that are just analytical, want to do the admin stuff, want to do stuff through text and through emails and everything, right? Don't want to talk to people. But if you put them together, you got a little yin and yang, that can work. Community works there, right? You got your rock and rollers and you got your admin people who work together and form a team. Can it work? Of course it can, right? That's where there's a thing called DISC. Now, go look it up. Find out what you are. Find if you're a salesperson, an admin person, or your analytical person, all that good stuff. And that helps with personalities, right? It's a beautiful thing. They use it in the real estate world, the actual traditional square box type stuff. Beautiful thing, right? And when you become a salesperson over time, you kind of understand, and you're able to wear those different hats. I'm going to wear an admin hat. I'm going to wear a sensitivity hat. I'm going to have an empathy hat. I'm going to be a sales hat. I'm going to do high sales. I'm going to do high trust selling. You have to wear those different hats. It's your personality. You have to be like a chameleon. You have to adapt to other people's personalities, and then you have to learn these things, right? Coaching's not going to share that with you, right? Because you're not doing it. There's no muscle memory in it. I always say you can't watch videos. You can figure out how to work out, but then you got to go to the gym to actually work out to get the muscles, right? Same thing with martial arts, right? Now I know Bruce Lee came out with a book and all that good stuff out of adversity, right? Through every adversity is the equivalent benefit, is the equal or equivalent benefit of whatever adversity there is. Now don't quote me on that. I probably said it wrong, but it's from Napoleon Hill. Basically just saying adversity, and through every adversity, there is a benefit. There's a seed of that benefit. It's a seed. And then you have to manifest it and grow it to its equal. So if you're like jacked up and then there's that equal seed in there, man, that means you're going to rise and rock and roll if you just feed that seed, okay? It's adversity. Everything is adversity. Everything changes. Everything pivots. We're like a living organism. The world is, everything we do, life, the economic system, everything. It sounds like daunting and a pain in the ass, right? But it's life. We just go through it. But if you frame it correctly and you have a positive mental attitude, you can always get through it every single day. Coaching helps you. But when you move to mentoring's so much different, right? You get the love that you need. You can ask questions. You can work deals. Your mentor is going to work with you like us. We work with our mentees. We work with them for whatever amount of time that they need. They don't move forward until they understand the concept. And they keep on hammering and hammering until they get their aha moment and go, oh, now I understand. Awesome. Now we go to the next phase. Then we keep on doing that based on muscle memory. Everything is downloaded into your brain, right? It just needs some triggers to be pulled to the top. Now, let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story about a gentleman who actually did some coaching. We're going to bring him aboard the mentoring program. He's a veteran. So if there's any veterans out there, thank you for your service. My father-in-law was a World War II veteran. My family, my dad and uncle are in the military. Was in the military. So thank you for your service. Appreciate it. But this gentleman was having a hard time, right? He's trying to find deals and properties. And he jumped into a program, $10,000, $15,000. It was a coaching program. The do-it-yourself type program. There's no done for you anything, right? He had to set up all his systems, set up everything. And his support was through email. Like I said, email, are you freaking serious? So let me see what you got here. So we started looking at his deals and I go, oh, that's not too bad. What? Look at that. 30 cents on the dollar, 40, 50, 60 cents on the dollar. So these are amazing. What happened? Did you do any of these deals? I said, no. That every time I did all the numbers, because when they do the numbers, they're going, you got to do this. And I saw their spreadsheet. I go, man, these guys are looking for unicorns, and they want you to bring these unicorns to the table. You think they would move on them a lot quicker. So after looking at all the numbers and chopping it down to it's very minimal, and he said, yeah, I had these deals and I sent them to them, and an email would take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days to get a response back. By that time, the property's already gone. So he did that like 5 or 6 times, got frustrated, and we started talking and saying, great, man, there's just some things you need to do. You need a mentor. You need someone who's going to work with you. So you have time. So you got that deal. Boom, it's on the table. We're going to work it within the next 24 hours. Let's line them up. Let's build a pipeline. Let's start working these deals. And I'm going to help you execute and close these things. I'm going to show you how we're going to do this. That's the mentor, right? Because when I got a mentor a long time ago, that's what it was. I brought a lot of value to the table. So when I brought tremendous value to the table, they were willing to work with me, right? So in exchange for that, because they knew they were going to make money, right? That's my goal, is to help them make money, help you make money. Because if you're making money, we're making money. We all make money. But it's also based on, you know, what's fair. If you put in the work, then that's what you get paid to do. There's some people out there that are greedier and shit, or they just don't see the see the trees through the forest, or see the forest through the trees, right? And they're like, well, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I got to spend money on gas and all that stuff, right? Okay, so what? That's part of the business. That's cost of doing business. If you got someone who has 20 years, or you can work with somebody who has 2 years of experience, right? It's a no-brainer. Someone says they got experience, someone comes to me and they're rocking and rolling, and I want to do what they're doing. I'm going to do whatever they ask me to do. I'm not going to question them. I'm going to bitch about it. I'm not going to try to bargain with them. Can I do this and have that and get this and get that? Blah, blah, blah. Well, what about this? What about that? First, you're going to tell me to fuck off. You're going to get out of here. I don't have time for your ass, right? If they're cool, they'll do it in a nice way. Oh, you know what? It's probably not going to work. You need a little bit more time. Good luck to you, though. Maybe call me back when this and that's happening, right? It happens. And I get a lot of calls. I talk to thousands of people every freaking year. Don't have to, but it's part of my gig. It's what I signed up to do, along with doing deals and real estate and all that good stuff, right? So the mentoring aspect is a lot different. So let me tell you, finish that story of the veteran. So he got all these deals, and he's working these deals, and same thing. Email support did not work, right? And it's like, okay, I get it. But he had to come aboard, because we're not for free, so you got to pay the hard costs. So take care of the hard costs, do what you need to do. We're going to put in the missing elements and plug in those missing puzzle pieces, right? So you can at least hopefully do some business, make your money back from the other program, get into the positive, and then start rock and roll and do some deals together, right? And then get your wife off of your back, right? Because she was like, oh my God, you spent all this money and you're going to spend more money. Oh, no. You need to go fix this, right? I get it. Happens to a lot of people. A lot of people take their savings for 6 months, and then they quit their damn job, and then they go, I got to get a deal. It's 1 month, 2 months, 5 months. All of a sudden, the 6 months coming. I got to do a deal next month. I got to do a deal next month. It's not going to work that way. It doesn't mean anything magical is going to happen any quicker, any faster. You're just going to be more stressed out. You're not going to be thinking correctly. You're not going to have a plan of attack. And if you're not being consistent all the way up to the 6 month, now, I'm not going to lie. Can it take you 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months to do a deal? Of course. But if you're being consistent and doing the same thing over and over and over and seeing the results and tagging it, seeing the results, they call them KPIs and all that shit. I get it, but jumping in there and seeing the results and then moving forward. Every little win is closer to a big win, right? A little win, little win, little win, little win. Boom, got a deal. Little win, little win, little win, little win. Got a deal. Awesome. Little win, little win, little win. Boom, take one down, fix, flip, buy, hold, whatever it is. That's how it works. It's when people test stuff out. Oh, that didn't work. And then they try something else and try something else and try something else. I'll try this vertical. Then I'll try this vertical. I'll try text marketing. I'll try ring these voice messages. I'm going to try direct mail. They all freaking work, but you have to build one, become an expert at that, get it going so it's working, and then move to the next vertical. Do some deals, then put some money into the next vertical. Put some money into the next vertical, right? Now, what you don't know is what you don't know, but if you're doing that and you're guiding by somebody and they can tell you in the coaching program, doesn't mean you're going to do it. But when you have a mentor saying, hey, you know what? What are you doing? You're doing what? You're doing this, this, and that. You don't need that right now. Okay. What you need to do is get in, talk to sellers. Okay. Stop trying to build that buyer's list. That's cool. Buyers are going to come. Work that and work deals at the same time. Don't just, well, I'm building my buyer's list so I can have buyers. Look, buyers are important. Well, can you not work deals too? Or I got to get this tech and my websites up and my branding all up. Okay. Spend 6 months spinning your wheels doing that. And another, 10, 15,000 bucks, 3,500. Other people are cheap and go $200 on a shitty website or something, right? I get it. SEO and all that good stuff. That's a whole other game, right? When you do enough deals and you start building and you want to scale, you're going to need all that, right? If you're watching this and you're going, man, that's what I need. I want to scale. I'm ready to scale. Then give us a holler, right? We'll work that out. We'll put it all together. Doesn't matter where you're from, where you're at on the I guess the totem pole, right? As long as you've been beat up in the industry, right? Well, we can help you. If you're just kicking tires and you're, trying to do this and trying to do that, trying to figure out this business for you, hey, we can help you. That's where the coaching comes in, right? The mentoring is when you want to take your business to another level, when you want to take it out of the stratosphere and build something and just blow that son of a bitch up to a degree, or just build something so you have something going, so you have deal flow and you're doing deals, and that's part of your jam until you get obsessed with it and say, okay, boom, I'm going to do it full time, or I'm going to hire people, get acquisitions and dispo on your websites and lead generation and SEO and pay-per-click and direct mail, all that stuff. Old school and new school, okay? some coaching programs are going to teach you certain things. It's all about postcards, or it's all about, ring this voice message. It's all about Facebook marketing. Everybody has their niche. I get it, depending on what's going to work for you. Mentoring, a little bit different, right? It's based on you, based on your personality. It's based on what your overall goals are. What do you want to achieve? Is it single family? Is it fix and flip? Is it buy and hold? Is it eventually moving into commercial? Mentor's going to look at that. They're going to look at your life. They're going to look at what you got going on. That's what we do. We have our calls. So if you want to schedule a call, click that link right there, and we'll chit chat and talk. There's also another one here to register. I'm going to share that with you real quick. It's going to change. Boom. You're interested in one-on-one? Click that, scan it, and we'll get into it, and we'll see if we're a good fit. All right, so I got to wear these spectacles because the eyeballs aren't what they used to be. I'm going to go ahead and put this one up here. We're going to change this for the Amp Live Real Estate Show, design, captions. Here we go. Boom. Amp Live Real Estate Show. And then I'm going to change the QR code in a little bit because I got something special if you watch this all the way through in regards to the coaching and mentoring. Mentoring is a selection process. When someone comes aboard, it's plug and play, right? We're actually going to get together and we're going to work together and we're going to build that foundation. When we build that foundation, and then we're going to unleash you to the world. You're going to be somewhat dangerous, right? That basically means is that, yes, you'll know more than the average wholesaler. You'll know more than the average real estate agent or even broker for that matter, right? So it's a wonderful thing. And then the goal is to go in there and dig in to get some deals. We're going to show you how to do your due diligence. Super important, because if you know how many people I talk to don't know the numbers. Oh no, they just said send this. So you're sending in deals and you don't know what the hell they are. You don't even know how you're going to get paid. What is that? That's madness, right? But it's out there. And there's people that do know the numbers, but they're not quite very good. They're not very good at the numbers, right? Or they weren't taught correctly. Or some know the numbers awesome and they're ready to go to the next level. Yes, I know the numbers. Okay, we make sure we're on the same page. And then we go, okay, great. Now let's do some role play. Let's see how good you are on the phone. Let's see how you can you really get can you get a seller tell you everything from birth until now? I know we can, and that's what we teach our mentees to do. And our mentees do it all the time with several. Sometimes it's the first time, second time, third time in a role play type environment, right? So it's not like a bunch of people and everybody trying to role play with your partner and this and that, and you walk around and everybody's looking up. That could work, but at the same token, learn it from an expert, right? Going to critique you like a doctor. Hey, here we go. We're going to roll through it. This is what you're going to do. This is how you're going to talk to the seller. This is what we're going to ask. I'm going to roll through first so you can listen to it and it's downloaded into your mind, right? And then we move forward. And then we start understanding how to navigate your lead gen form, because everything is done. It's like cause and effect. Nothing is ever wasted. Okay. So when we're doing the mentoring thing, it's totally different than coaching, because when you get stuck and you can't go anywhere, then it's best to find a mentor who's going to help you, give you that real estate love, give you that one-on-one love, going to execute and work deals with you, going to share, hey, what does this contract mean? Going to study the contract. This is why we say what we say and what we do and how we do it. This is how we walk the house. This is, if we're going to make an offer on the phone, this is how we're going to do it, right? It's a longer jam. The longer jam is better. The more time you spend with the seller, the better. The more time you spend with the seller inside of a property. I'm not going to tell you the time frame, but there is a specific magical time frame that if you're in there for that amount of time, I guarantee you, if your closing ratios are halfway decent, you're coming out with a contract, right? If they're awesome, I guarantee you, if you got awesome closing ratios, then you are going to come out with a contract no matter what. And yes, there's no brainers. That's the the spaghetti at the wall. And if you're doing enough volume, look, a monkey can go ahead and lock up a deal. Okay, it's like, yeah, what? Oh, sure, no problem. Let me write that up for you. It's 50 cents on the damn dollar. Do it, right? Contingent upon inspection. Okay, and those come down the wire eventually over time. All right, so when you're doing this, let me finish. Wrapped up the veteran, right? There's a lot of people like that veteran, and there's other people who spend $3,000 for videos and PDFs, and they get email support, right? They're never going to be trained and mentored by the person who created the program. There's a lot of programs out there. There's a lot of good ones. There's a lot of shit ones. There's a lot of more shit than there is good. We'll tell you that just from knowing what's out there for the last couple of decades. And we take pride in doing that, knowing that, hey, we can sleep at night. Everything we do, no matter what, if the mentee shows up and they do what they need to do, look, 100%, we're working with them and we're working with you. If you come aboard and work with us, right, that there's never a disappointment. If there's a disappointment, it's 9 times out of 10, it's them, right? I got to do this, I got to do that, or it's life, or life happens, or they jump on and off the horse, right? We can lead a horse to water, or lead mentees and people to water, but we can't make them drink. Okay, that's the thing. Even yourself, right? I can lead you to water, and you may or may not drink, right? Or maybe you're stubborn, and drink whenever you want. Or you're thinking, well, what do I have to do? Well, I'm thirsty as shit, right? Because everybody's thirsty for deals and real estate, and everybody wants to get in. They all want that water. And a lot of times they'll drink the water, and like, well, what do I do now? So let's use this as a metaphor. And it might be a weird one. Hopefully you don't take offense to it, but you're drinking the water, and I say, hey, stop drinking the water. You're going like, why? It's delicious. Oh, man. And you're super thirsty, and you're drinking the water and drinking it. So stop. There's someone upstream who's being an a-hole, and they're pissing in the stream. So stop drinking, right? And they're going to do one or two things. Oh, my God, that's gross. Okay, thanks for hitting. Because what you don't know is what you don't know, right? So stop. And then there's others going, it's okay, it'll filter out. They got this, and there's a bunch of rocks in there, and they keep on drinking, right? There's your knuckleheads. It is what it is. Sometimes we're all knuckleheads, and sometimes you just can't train people, and some people are untrainable. And I say 97% of the people are awesome, and they have a shot. 1% to 3%, that's just their own worst enemy at the end of the day, right? Now, but that's the analogy, right? Same thing for the Lambo. I can use one for a Lambo. I can give you the keys to the Lambo, and you may or may not drive it. You may want to drive it, but when I tell you, hey, that's cool, here's the keys, fire it up. Oh, man, this feels awesome. I love the sound. And you want to get ready to drive it, say, no, turn it off. What do you mean? I want to drive it. I want to drive the Lambo. In other words, they're telling you what should happen, right? You're the expert. And you're going to say, no, I gotta show you. I got to train you. I got to work with you to show you how to drive this vehicle, because you can kill yourself in it, right? I'm also going to show you how to fire it up, what to do, how to work it, how to drive it. And then we're going to do some simple laps so you get used to the track. See, then you start going faster and faster and faster, right? And 9 times out of 10, they're like, okay, cool, here's the keys. It's all right, I'm going somewhere else. I'll figure this out on my own. Good luck to you, right? You don't have a Lambo, right? You can try to get one. When you get to that point, then yeah, you don't probably need us at the end of the day. You've already done all the work, and you got it figured out. But 9 times out of 10, that doesn't happen. So we want the ones that want to say, yeah, I want to rock and roll that Lambo, and I want to drive this Lambo, and I'm willing to learn how to do it. Tell me what I need to do. Have that faith, that leap of faith, and say, no problem, let's do it, right? And we get in. You're going to see myself and other experts drive the Lambo, right? Sit next to us, so you can see how we handle and drive that car, how we drive it and stick and maneuver the gears, right? And working with the RPMs and the style that you need to be able to cut through these corners at high speeds and be able to be successfully rocking and rolling that racetrack. And then rocking and rolling and figuring out how to race that car on any other track, because you understand it. You understand the vehicle. You understand the mechanics. You understand the process, right? To become what? An expert. Do you think people just going, hey, I'm going to go jump on there, jump in the car, and then start racing? No, right? If they did, they'd probably 90% would probably kill themselves, right? So that's the process with having a mentor. You can have a coach and watch all the videos, and even a coach, 9 times out of 10, when you have someone coaching you, and they say, we're going to give you a coach once a week or twice a week or once a month, right? And they call and they do what? Did you do this? Did you do that? Make sure you do this and do that. How's this going? How's that going? Awesome. Any questions? No, I'm good. Okay, bye. Or others got a timer. Oh, shit. Okay, we're all done. Talk to you next week or talk to you next month. Okay, if you have any questions, just reach out in the forum or reach out and talk to your community or some shit, right? I get it. Not for me, right? I don't have the patience for that. I know what I want, and I know my capabilities. I know what I'm capable of, and I know what I need. So I will do my part, and then boom. It's like in Think and Grow Rich. There's some information in there that says, look, if you do more than what you're paid to do, you will always have a job. If you do more than what you're paid to do, you will always have a career, a business of some sort, right? We pride ourselves in doing that, doing more than what we're paid to do. Way more, right? Especially with the one-on-one mentoring. You know how many times our partners, associates say, you're crazy. What are you doing? We're not charging enough. You're doing too much. They don't appreciate it. Or maybe they do appreciate it, but you're spending too much time, or we're spending too much time with them and they're not getting it, right? Well, we sign up for this, and look, I don't care. If we go over on a call, so what? It's important. You're important to us because it's our cause and mission to help you and others across the United States of America, right? Change your mind, change your framing of your mind, to change your life and your journey, to become successful at this, to say, look, you know what? If you truly want it, my knowledge is your knowledge. Our knowledge is your knowledge. We'll share our resources or your resources. Our stories are your stories, right? We figured this all out to get you into the business very quickly. But yeah, anytime if it's one-on-one, you have to have been beat up in the industry a little bit before you can see for a good fit. On the coaching side, it doesn't matter. You got a pulse, we're good to go. Because it's done, do it yourself and done with you. You do it yourself, watch the videos, the ones that rise to the top. We're going to work with you with the done with you. We'll work your deals. We'll help you do deals with JV. We'll buy them from you. We'll fix, flip, whatever it is. With the 90-day coaching program, with interactive mentoring. That's what the interactive mentoring means, right? It's like a hybrid of coaching and mentoring. But for the ones that, just kind of getting started, or the ones that know, you know what, I learn with videos and audios and working with people, I'm cool. The ones that really need the one-on-one saying, I'm ready for this. I already spent too much time, too much money. And it's like, hey, it's the last program here. If you can help me, help me. No problem. That's the one-on-one mentoring program. See if we're a good fit. We get fired up. We get papered up. We're going to do deals together. Our goal is to help you build your business in the next 12 months. So therefore, you're not reinventing the wheel and rebuilding the wheel. We're going to build it as we move forward. And hopefully after 12 months or so, we're rocking and rolling doing deals. And you're sending deals to us because we did our job correctly. We built a relationship with you. We got you up and running in your business. You're like, bam, send these deals to Eric and AHA and the team down there. Right? Let's work. Let's continue to work. And then you share what we're doing with others at the end of the day. Right? So it's reciprocal. I had to make sure that the mentoring has to be reciprocal. There's no program on the planet that does what Amp Live does because it's not worth it to other people. Coaching is the ATM machine, right? People build a program, they put in the videos. Some of the stuff is older than shit. Some is fresh. Some of it is not. Some of it works. Some of it doesn't, right? And they put that together and they charge people, and people pay at 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock, or they watch a webinar, watch stuff like this. And then, oh man, I want this thing. Here you go. Buy. And that's it. And then 97% of the time it gets shelved. Put on the shelf, stays on your laptop somewhere. You stop doing real estate, or you jump from a program to another program to another program, or another niche, or this niche to that niche, or different type of stuff going, man, maybe that didn't work for me. That didn't work for me. It's not that it doesn't work, so like I said, some of the programs, if you get a shitty program, sometimes you get a shitty coach and a shitty mentor and they disappear and you go, oh shit, what happened, right? We're always going to be here no matter what. Always be able to get in touch with us no matter what. Obviously, rebranding, refreshing a lot of stuff, new products coming down the wire, so we're excited about that. A lot of good stuff is coming. We're gearing up for the new cycle. We're looking forward to the new cycle, right? And on both sides, private side and the public side, right? So we're gearing up for short sales and pre-foreclosures and REOs, building the hub. So right now, VIP Execs is looking for real estate agents if you want to become one, or if you're already a real estate agent looking for an awesome home and you want to get all that knowledge in regards to doing listings and buyers, and you want to have that extra edge of real estate investing, lead generation, things of that nature, then you need to join VIP Execs. If you're interested, click the link down below. Make sure you type that in there. Give me information on VIP Execs, right? They're the sponsors who are helping sponsor this and Amp Live Media. If you're wanting to get involved, right there, boom, one-on-one mentoring, scan that, fill out the survey. We'll talk. If it's a good fit, we're going to rock and roll and get you onboarded, right? So we had onboarding for August. We're still continuing to finish up with August with some onboarding. September is going to be a little bit of a different jam with different programs, and we are doing that. So to finish off August or finish off this month, and summer's rocking and rolling. So there's no excuse not to be able to find deals. There's sellers out there everywhere. It just comes down to the art of the deal, right? When you're working and trying to convince or selling or providing solutions, as we call it, to a seller on why you're offering what you're offering. There is a science. There's a beauty to it, right? There's a dance to it. There's an art to it. It's called the art of real estate. It's called the art of creative real estate investing. There's the art of walking the house, right? It's the Amp Live method. There's hard sales with high trust selling. We put them together and call it the Amp Live method. That's what we're going to share with you. Very, very important, because this is the thing. Look at text. August 31st, something's happening. You got to get approved for this and that and all kinds of stuff. And even if you have a CRM, your website's got to be this. They got to share your EIN number. You got to share your 800 number. You got to share all kinds of bullshit, right? Bottom line, that's the carriers. They just want to make more money, so they went and probably lobbied and did a bunch of crap. So you have to do what? Have to comply. Right? It's bullshit. People are going to do what they're going to do anyways, right? But it's like anything else. If you understand the art of the deal and you know the art of the deal, it's your skill set and you're badass at what you do and you're an expert, you don't need text, because text is not going to close the deal for you. You don't need ringless voice message, right? Even if there's no direct mail and that gets shut down or something gets all tweaked out where it's going to throw a little loop or throw some stuff into your machine, and you have to adjust and adapt, or your parish, right? You adjust and adapt and make some adjustments. That's doable, right? No problem. But not everybody. If you're just starting out and you're going, look, do you have an LLC? Okay, well, then I guess you can't use this CRM. Can't do no text. You can use the CRM, but don't do no text, right? Or make calls, or whatever it is, right? So I feel sorry for the CRMs, because they got to adapt, and they're probably losing business, so they're jacking up their prices to make up for all the people that are going to split, right? I get it. Try to add some, other things on top of that, with some, nice little cherries on top, and may or may not be good. At the end of the day, you still have to jump through a bunch of hoops to get shit done. I get it. It's always going to be like that. It's pain in the ass, like internet marketing. Stuff changes, laws, all that good stuff, spam, this, that, all kinds of bullshit, right? You can handle that. But it comes with every business. So basically what I'm going to do here, I'm going to wrap this sucker up. What do we got here? What's the time on this? 40. Okay. I'm going to wrap this up real quick. There'll be a link down below. I'm going to go ahead and share that with you right now, okay? So if you're interested in coaching with interactive mentoring, there'll be a link down below. Scan that. It's usually about $6,000, okay? $6,000. We're chopping that down. It's going to be interactive mentoring with coaching. That means we're going to work with you. We're going to help you work deals, okay? It's for 90 days. It's like a mini version of our one-on-one mentoring program, right? And we're doing this only through August. So that's like 6 days, right? 1 week. That's it. Take advantage of it right now. I'm going to put it up here, scan the QR code, take a look at that. I'm going to bring it up right now. Let's see, where's it at? Where'd it go? This real quick. Okay, cool. So there it is. Boink. So there's going to be a QR code here, right? This is for the Amp Live group coaching with interactive mentoring. Originally, you can see it's almost $6,000, $5,997. Dropped down to $2,997. Okay, so there it is. Scan that. It's gonna be 90 days of juicy one-on-one mentoring with coaching and interactive mentoring. We're gonna help you with setting up your systems and your lead generation. Build that foundation first, right? So we're gonna give you the love of coaching and mentoring. Now, give you the good and bad, like I mentioned, right? There's horror stories out there about the coaching business. We talk to so many people that get stuck and they just hit a wall. That's why when we decided to release this 90-day coaching with interactive mentoring, it needed to be what? Interactive. Because there's going to be a lot of people who join and they're just going to watch the videos and they'll do a little bit of this stuff here and they'll love the information. Maybe they'll do some deals. Maybe they won't. Bottom line, but the ones that go to the top, that's interactive mentoring. We're going to work with you, right? We're going to JV with you. We're going to work with other deals. Maybe we'll buy your deals, vice versa. This depends on the situation, right? But it's more of like leading into, hey, once you find out how awesome that 90-day coaching with interactive mentoring program is, you're going to want to jump into the one-on-one, okay? Then we can talk about that. And whatever you've invested here, we'll credit you for the one-on-one mentoring program. If you just want to go straight to the one-on-one mentoring, then scan that. Let's talk. Let's chat, because it is a qualifying process to see if we're a good fit, right? Want to make sure that we're going to be a good fit and be able to work together and make money together, right? Now, this right here, the 90 days with interactive mentoring and coaching, doesn't matter where you're at. You can be brand new, right? I guarantee it, if you follow directions and you move forward, you'll probably be writing offers within the first, second month. Okay. Now, it's not guaranteed. The bottom line is, look, it took me 4 months before I got my first deal when I tried to dip into this real estate stuff, right? There's others that have taken 6 months. Others have maybe taken a year. Others have done it in the first 30 days, 2 weeks. This depends on how fast and how hungry you are, right? For me, I had to have all my ducks in a row, so I'm very analytical. So I'm going at a maybe slower pace and not doing the spaghetti at the wall or doing the salesman things. Just get in, make it happen, right? And then, when you start growing, expanding, and scaling, right, then you're not prepared for it. So I always want to be prepared for stuff. So this right here is going to help you with that, right? We're going to help you build that foundation, going to help you do your due diligence. Then we're going to do live role play. Then we're going to make sure you surf for deals, some free elbow grease, show you how to lead generate, then show you how to do the paid stuff, how to get your business up and rolling, how to get your websites up and lead generation, how to talk with sellers, how to write those offers on the phone, and how to do what? The art of walking the house. You'll make more money. Trust me, you'll make more money going to talk with a seller face to face and working deals that way than you will trying to slam, bam, thank you, ma'am, on the phone or spaghetti at the wall. They work, right? But like I said, you got to have a village and you got to be calling like thousands and thousands of people to make that work, or write hundreds of offers, about 500 offers. I guarantee you'll get a deal accepted, and a juicy one probably, right? It's not gonna be no $1 million property, but you get something. And you get a lot more margins are a lot smaller. That's okay. Some people are happy with that. Rather do with quality and get the juicy deals, and then the quantity, let that filter, and decide whatever deals you want. Even then, if you filter those and nurture them over a period of time, they're going to raise their hand when they're ready, and they're going to be juicy deals that are going to come out of that. And then some marginal deals, some sub-2 deals, cash deals, option deals. That all will be filtered over time. Never delete your shit, right? Never delete your data. Now, phone numbers, I get it. If it's a bad number, you're just going to, hey, scratch it, right? And we're going to help you build those verticals one at a time, depending on what you like doing. Some people like to call, some people don't. Some people would rather have text marketing or ringless voice message. Some people will say, I want to go belly to belly. I want to talk I'm a salesperson. Get me on the horn. Just train me. Okay, no problem. That's what we'll base it on. Now, with the coaching program, it is going to be what it's going to be. The program's the program, and then you will be able to rock and rise to the top. It's kind of like, here's my analogy. You get a job, and there's a union. If you get a job, and you're rocking and rolling, kicking ass, and there's a bunch of union peeps, and they got their seniority in, guess what? You can't break that ceiling. You can't go past them. Why? Because there's a union, there's a law. Until they die, you can't get their position. Until they retire or quit, you don't get their position. Think of it this way. There's no fucking union, okay? It's all about, hey, you get in there, and if you're rocking and rolling, and then can you pass this person up? Of course you can. You could rock and roll and pass them. You can pass us up. Shit. We would love you to pass us up at the end of the day. Pass up other people. Just give back. Just remember, right? Treat others as you would like to be treated. The golden rule. The goal is to see that forest through the trees. Read between the lines, right? Rock and roll in everything that you do. Pay it forward the best way you possibly can. And, positive mental attitude in everything you do with some action. Get the book, Think and Grow Rich. Read it. Click that right there. Don't click it, but scan that. Jump aboard, and it'll take you to the page. Once that's done and it's activated, we'll get you onboarded and get you up and running and rocking and rolling. It'll be the 1st of September. We're going to rock and get into this. We're going to roll into September. Then we're going to cruise into October, November, December. Guess what? Get some of your best deals in fall and December. So you don't think we're going to rock it hard with you guys? Yeah, we're going to help you. We're going to motivate you. We're going to be there for you. We're going to be there working with you. We're going to be in the damn trenches with you because we want to get those deals too, right? With you. That's a beautiful thing. The same token, you earn and you learn, you get to build your business, okay? So we know that you'll be so happy working with us in the 90-day coaching with interactive mentoring program that you're going to want to jump into the one-on-one mentoring program and say, okay, I'm good to go. I need that one-on-one love to build this business because I'm ready to rock and roll and move forward. Take that path of a maverick and forge forward with us and then break off into your own tree. Lovely, beautiful thing, right? I'm a visual person, right? I think stuff in my head, abstract thoughts. So you may not see what I see, but eventually you will, and that's eventually you'll get your aha moments and go, now I know what the hell Eric and his team and people that he works with are saying, right? It happens all the time, right? Mentees get their aha moments, the first time, second time, third time, sometimes the fourth or fifth. And like, man, I don't know how you guys are so patient, right? It's because it's part of what we do, right? It's part of what we do. It's what we signed up to do. It's what you're going to sign up to do. It's our goal, right? It's not just a career. It's not just a job. It's something. It's a passion, right? We want to see you succeed, because if you succeed, we succeed. It's what we do. It's what our gig is, right? So it's not a job. It's not a job. It's not a career. It's what we do. It's a beautiful thing, and I want to share that with you. I want you to have that same motivation, get fired up, and get that burning stuff rolling and burning inside you, right? And do what God intends you to do. All right? And that's be successful in anything that you do, even if it's not real estate. Put it in. Don't be a fence rider. Sit right in the middle of the fence. Pick a side. Pick a side and go to war. Pick a side and go to battle. Pick a side and go, let's go rock and roll, kick some ass together across the United States of America. It doesn't matter whether you're in a 7,000 population or 700,000 or millions of people. We're going to dig in and we're going to rock in your own area. And then if you decide you want to go virtual, hey, it doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do, we're going to help you with that, okay? But right here, scan that right now for August. That's the deal, right? Summer deal. And let's rock into fall and Christmas. And get into December, January, February. They're still rocking and rolling deals in there. October, November. You're going, oh, what, the holidays? I don't want to work for the holidays. Okay, then leave those deals to us. Leave them to the others. But if it's a lot easier. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. More people want to sell because it's harder to sell. And then if they're going to work with you, they're going to work with us, and I'm going to show you how. Okay, so go ahead and scan that real quick. Or join the one-on-one mentoring program by scanning that right there. That's one-on-one. This is the 90-day coaching with interactive mentoring. Do it now. I challenge you to do it. It's going to be an awesome journey. It's going to help you change your life mentally, physically, monetarily. It's my promise to you is that we'll continue to work with you until you get a damn deal. All right? I said it. That's my promise to you. Okay? We will work with you until you get a deal. But that's a drop in a bucket, right? People do videos and PDFs and email support. And that's it. Good luck to you on that. Doesn't mean it doesn't work. 1% will probably be successful. The other 99% won't. You jump on those other programs where they got coaching and interactive mentoring and all that other good stuff, right? Maybe you got, 3 or 4% chance, 5% chance of actually rocking and rolling and making it. And maybe you'll cruise to maybe 5% if there's like a coach that's pushing you and keeping you fired up and motivated. You got a better chance of success when you're working with a mentor. Get you all up and running, get the systems all up, get a business rocking and rolling, doing some deals, and then start pushing into the mentoring stuff, right? And then you know where that's at. And if that's you and you're frustrated getting beat up in the industry and you want to go straight to mentoring, great. You're going to shave off 3 to 5 years of this industry of spinning your wheels, right? Not to mention you're going to make some money. Get some of that money you made, get some of that money back that you paid out for other programs, as well as our program, because everybody's got to take care of the hard costs, right? When they do the one-on-one, and then we move forward and rock deals together, because that's where we're going to make money for the long term. Knock on wood, for the next couple of cycles. There's a beautiful cycle that's coming up next, and it's already happening. And we're going to hit those 4 waves that are going to be coming. Right now, it's building. Might even hit a tsunami, but the wave's coming, right? So get your surf suit on. Right? Wax the board, pick your board, then wax it, and let's go. I'm going to show you how to surf. Right? I'm going to show you how to surf these waves of real estate. Let's get together right now. Easy peasy stuff. Take advantage of this promo. It's the 90-day coaching with interactive mentoring. Right? It's the AMP Live coaching with interactive mentoring program. My challenge to you, right? I challenge you to go for it and jump aboard. Let's do some deals together. My promise to you is that we'll work with you until you do get a deal, but it is action-based. You do have to show up. You do have to do what needs to be done, be coachable, follow directions, right? And take action. If you take action, I guarantee you're going to get results, and we're going to keep on rocking until you get a deal. If you don't do any of those things, then nobody can help you. Nobody on this planet is going to be able to help you, right? Because you got to be able to do those pieces. You got to do some of it, right? You have to do it. And once you do it, it's in your brain. It'll never leave your brain. And that's the most important part of this whole thing, is that it's in your mind and nobody can take it away from you, right? Nobody. Once you have the skill set, you have that certain set of skills, it is yours forever. You share it with your family, share it with whoever you want. 9 times out of 10, you just don't want to share with anybody because you just want to do your thing. Okay? So, once again, rock and roll in all that you do. Take advantage of the coaching with interactive mentoring program. Scan that. Go ahead and do what you need to do. Once it's taken care of, then go ahead and text us, PM us, reach out. We're going to get you started and onboarded. We'll start the onboarding process. We still use human beings to get that stuff started, right? So we're going to help you out. We're going to build out your lead gen page. There's extra things that we're going to do that other programs don't, right? So like I said, it's done, do it yourself, and a little bit of done with you. Wanted to make sure that we're delivering still on that personal, I guess, development and love, right? That we share with our one-on-one mentees. Want to share that with you right now. Get a taste of that. And let's rock. Let's do deals, okay? This is what this is about. It's not about, other things and going, look, oh man, I'm doing this, there's that, this, that. Look, this is the I promise you this. Go ahead and scan that. Let's get together. We're going to help you. We're going to work with you. You're going to get some deals out of this, but you have to do the work, okay? Like I said, I will work with you. We will work with you. Our team will work with you until you get a deal. But I'm confident if you rock and roll and you get in there and start kicking some ass, 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, you're going to be writing offers. We're going to get your systems all set up. We're going to rock and roll. So click that link. Rock and roll and all what you do. There's not a link, but URL. Oh, it's a QR code. Get this shit all mixed up, right? This is some new stuff, right? New technology. Always, I love technology at the end of the day. But go ahead and scan that. Let's rock and roll together. You have a good one. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. If you have any questions, reach out to the Facebook group. Join the Facebook group down below. PM us, PM me, and we'll go ahead and got any questions, we'll chit chat, we'll talk. Got deals they want to bring down the wire, bring them down the wire. We'll look at them, underwrite them, buy them. All right, whatever it is. But if you're stuck, let's get you unstuck. Time to stop spinning the damn wheels. It's time to stop making excuses. You have excuses or results, cannot have both. You can say this about that, about this, about that, and that. Hey, we're going to eliminate, squash that. We're going to reprogram your brain for success. All right, so I'm out of here. Rock and roll and all that you do. It's Friday highlights. I'm going to be back out in the field around 6 p.m. We're going to do Friday highlights again. We're going to tap on this a little bit. We're going to talk about other things that are coming down the wire for AHA, American South Americans, and in general, the real estate world, right? The creative real estate side, and yes, the public. I call it the public side, and that's like real estate agents and brokers, right? We got some awesome stuff for you there. If you're an agent, you're looking for a new home, and you want to make some money in this business, well, I'm going to share that with you as well. Okay, so without further ado, I'm out. Have a good one. Go out there and provide those solutions to those sellers, right? And hammer down and lock some stuff up. All right, good luck to you. We'll talk to you soon.